Okay. Welcome. Today we're going to do something completely different. This is something I used to do a lot back in the days. When I was dreaming of becoming a pilot. So, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do a short domestic flight from Helsinki to Oulu. And I'm using the fly-by-wire simulations A320 Neo, which is a nice free mod to the original A320 in the game. This is gonna be pretty much a boring stream for those who don't like this kind of slow shit. But for those who like this, it's going to be. I hope it's going to be fun because I'm going to fuck off something. So let's start. So we're departing from gate 47. And that's pretty much you need to know. So, I try to do this as realistic as possible, but I'm a noob, so let's see how it goes. There's some troubles with the autopilot things, where the especially in the arrival. I don't know why, but it keeps sometimes when you arrive to a nav point, it just goes haywire and the plane lost the whole navigation thing, and it will probably happen here now. And I'm not going to be using any seats or stars because I think those also screw up this game. So, and the original ATC in this game is a piece of shit, so let's see how it goes. At least the gate is not glitched before I tried. The gate was all over the place and stuff, so let's see. And I'm also using this track IR thing, which is pretty nice. And as you can see, I don't know what my frames are, but they're not that good, but we'll just have to try and manage. So, let's get us started. Now, ATC here, and we're probably gonna do it this. So, let the game begin. So, first, we have to check that we have gears down and go to the overhead panel and check that our wipers are off. Also check on battery voltage. I don't remember how much, what's the real, how much should it be? Probably over 24, I remember right. But let's put the batteries on. First and there's second. Okay, we have battery power going on, and we also have external power available, so let's put it on also. There we go. And the first step is to align the ADIRs or the navigation thingies. I can't really give you any details on this, but there's some gyros or stuff that keeps you going in the right way. And Airbus has 3 of them, so first set of nav 1, or ADIR 1, then the second one, and the third one. So now it's aligning those. And I also have the checklist here, which are pretty good, but because I'm a noob and I'm lazy, so I won't be using those that much. So I start with pressing all this. You have to push these all buttons that are white, so cruise supply on, fuel pumps on, and we can also run a test on the APU, fire test. Sounds okay, and let's do it for the engines also. Engine 1, fire test okay. Engine 2, fire test okay too. Okay, and we're also gonna put some nav lights on. Seatbelt signs are on, no smoking auto. Let's on the emergency exit lights. And also gonna have some lights here. Let's shine this baby up. There we go. Let's go down here. Oh, let's go here and put some floodlights on. And some lighting here also. And some pedestrian floodlights. Ask something if you want to know. I won't be bothering those if you don't want to know. And let's shine these babies up too. And also some lights in here. Okay. We could do this by the book also. Let's put on the checklist lists. Off. Check. Engine mode selector is on normal. And clear, and this is what we've done already. And this is what we've done also. Yes. APU is, I don't want to put it on yet, so let's just leave it here. And now when I have the connections here, I can ask for some ground services. I have a power supply. I can request the jetway connection. Yes.
Helsinki ground, Finnair 112 could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
Connect the fucking jetway.
The jetway is going to be connected.
I don't know why the ATC and ground guys sound so pissed off, but maybe they're just having a bad day. And we can also request a baggage service and a catering service.
Send the baggage. Finnair 112 baggage is on the way.
Thank you, sir.
Helsinki ground, Finnair 112 could you please send the catering truck? Finnair 112 the catering truck is on the road.
Thank you. As you can see, I'm Finnair, but I don't have the libraries yet, so I have to deal with this. Okay, so let's continue. Let's go to... And I don't remember the names of these. MCDU. This is probably MCDU, yes. GPS primer lost, whatever. I have some difficulties with the track IR. It isn't always tracking right, and it also tends to drift a bit. That's just something we have to deal with. Okay. Initiation, whatever. Okay, we're gonna be Fin 666. Why not? Plan number in use. Okay, that's nice. So we're gonna be something like in maybe 66. What? What's happening here? Oh, okay. So we're gonna be flying with a cost index of 25. Don't ask me why. And I think we're gonna be cruising somewhere around 380. And it knows the temperature, that altitude. And then we're gonna press iris init and align on the reference. So, and then we're gonna confirm it. So, we should have our... Oh. It didn't go. Why? Whatever. So we have 6 minutes to go for the IR alignment. I'll let this game do this for me, so... Not allowed. Fuel planning. Lock confirmed. Okay. And we're done with that page. And what we're probably going to do next, I don't know the real flows, and I don't wanna be looking at the checklist all time, so we're just gonna put on the 80s. See what's that. We're gonna be like.
Wind 04010. Visibility 6. Sky condition 600 feet. Scattered ceiling 4,200 feet overcast. Temperature
250.
2.10. Altimeter 29.50.
Okay, the barometric pressure is now set. For right.
04 right and runway 04 left. ESR aircraft, say direction of flight. All aircraft read back.
Okay. Let's shut her up for a while. Let's get back to the MCDU. I was probably ask for the IFR clearance.
Helsinki ground, Finnair 112 ready to copy IFR clearance to Ulu.
Ulu.
Finnair 112 is cleared to Ulu Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 04 right climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Departure frequency is 121.3 squawk 0072.
So it's 4 right. 10,000 feet. Squawk 0072. And my invisible co-pilot is probably gonna set the squawk code for me. Okay, I had this drifting. And it's set. Thank you.
Contact ground on 121.65 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Roger, roger. Good day. Fuck you. Okay. So, flight plan, we're going to depart from runway 4 right, which is 3,049 and 2 meters long. And we'll insert it to the flight plan, as so. Okay, what we're gonna do next is check our takeoff data and set our takeoff. So I'm going to use this tool here. And let's see this. Please stop doing that drifting shit. Okay, I can. Let's put this in hectopascals so we can see. Yeah. Okay, so we know this is the right runway length. I already took off. Oh, and we need the wind also. Let's just keep it that way. And temperature is 3 degrees, and that's right. And our takeoff weight is going to be, it's that cross weight there, and we're gonna burn around 200 kilos of fuel when taxiing, something like that. So we're gonna set it on Let's say 51,500. Okay, that's nice. So takeoff setting flaps 1. No anti-ice needed. Runway condition is dry. And let's calculate these V speeds. 23, 33, 34. Okay. 123, 124, and what was the last one? 34 was it? 34, and flex is around 67. Laps 1. Flex temperature 67. There we go. So now we have our takeoff setting set.
Finnair 1402 taxi to the gate.
Who, me?
Finnair 1402 taxi to gate Sierra Flight
No,
1 via
it's
taxi
not
with
me.
Zulu Golf Zulu Victory Hotel.
Helsinki Airport
Okay.
information Foxtrot 1000 Zulu. Wind 040 at 10. Visibility 6. Sky conditions 600 feet. Scattered ceiling 4,200 feet.
Initial
overcast.
data set.
Temperature 3.
Okay, block confirm.
2.10. Altimeter 200.
Flight plan. Let's take a look of our flight plan. Oh, and we have to tick these ones so that it will follow the flight plan.
EFHK aircraft, say direction of flight. All aircraft read back all short instructions. Advise controller on initial.
I don't know why this doesn't work. It should, as far as I know, it should be browsing through the waypoints now so I can check out them, but no, it doesn't do so.
Visibility 6.
Oh, I hate this drifting.
Scattered ceiling 4,200 feet overcast. Temperature 3. 2.10. Altimeter 29 decimal 50. ILS runway.
It expects our altitude to be 38,000 feet at the first waypoint. That's not right, but whatever. Okay.
Helsinki Airport information Golf 1000.
Yeah, whatever.
Wind 040 at 10.
Okay, we're pretty much ready to go.
600 feet.
So let's request for the jetway disconnection.
Helsinki ground Finnair 112 could you please disconnect the jetway from the aircraft?
And then we should be ready to start our APU or auxiliary power unit. Oh, fuck this track IR. So let's put our APU on and put our beacon light on as well at this moment. Okay, so we're gonna monitor the APU start sequence. Please do not drift. Exhaust gas temperature is rising. Pretty damn hot. We can go to the external view to send for the APU start. So the APU is here back on the back of the plane. It's like a starter motor for the airplane, and it also provides some bleed air to the air conditioning and stuff.
Helsinki ground Finnair 604 request taxi to the gate. Finnair 604 taxi to gate Sierra 4 trade via taxiway Whiskey Sierra Sierra Papa Sierra cross runway 04 right Zulu Sierra.
Okay, our APU is available as we can see, so we can I hate these key bindings. So we can put the APU bleed on, and now we're having some power from the APU, so we don't need any external power. So let's put it off.
Papa Sierra cross runway 04 right Zulu Sierra Zulu Victor Romeo Alpha Victor Alpha Tango Alpha Kilo Alpha Whiskey
Okay, this looks actually quite nice, so let's just leave it as it is. So, we're pretty much ready to go. Usually we would start the engines on pushback, but because I have to steer the goddamn plane on the pushback, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go to the place we need to be first. So I'm gonna request for a pushback.
Helsinki ground, Finnair 112 requesting pushback.
Finnair 112 pushback request accepted.
And you can see the tug is coming here, so we have to wait that it connection, then we're gonna put our parking brake, set it to off. And I hate this drifting. I'm not moving my head, but it always drifts a bit. We're connected. And we should have the anti-skid off for now. Nose we're steering also. That's realism. Okay, and we're going. So let's head to the external view so we can see what we're doing.
Finnair 604, hold position, caution the generic on the runway.
Lots of airplanes on the airfield today, so
Position Finnair 604.
let's see how it goes. So we're gonna keep him pushing us on a straight line so we can turn ourselves right here. Normally we wouldn't probably be starting those engines facing your back towards a general aviation plane, but what can you do? So we're gonna ask for a pushback stop right in here.
Helsinki
Yeah.
ground, Finnair 112 requesting the end of pushback.
Finnair 112 request
back to
end
cockpit.
pushback received.
Thank you, you hungry son of a bitch. And let's put our parking brake on again.
Finnair 604, hold position, caution the generic on final.
Okay. And then we can probably start cockpit preparation before start. Blah blah blah.
Hold position Finnair 604.
And let's put our nose wheel steering back online. Okay, let's start our engines. Engines on. Oh, wrong way. Thank you, drifting fucker. Now it's on ignition and start. And the starting sequence, as we can see on the checklist, is number 2 first. And I assume number 2 engine or around it is clear, so engine 2 clear to start. We can go outside and see this because it's a bit nicer. Let's put these away from here. The engine, we can see the engine 2 is now spooling up. We should probably be monitoring those,
Position, caution the generic on final.
monitoring how it does, but just for the views.
Hold position Finnair 604.
Okay, it seems fine. So let's go back to the cockpit. See if it's still spooling up. Now it's available, so we can start engine number 1. We can also go a bit nearer so you guys can see. Okay, starting engine 1, clear of course. You can check if it's
Helsinki
clear.
ground, Westbird 808, request taxi to the gate.
My head is now outside the airplane, but
Westbird 808, taxi to gate Whiskey 46
Let's
using
see.
taxiway Whiskey Sierra 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 cross runway 04 right Zulu Sierra Zulu Victor Kilo Alpha Juliet Alpha Tango.
Now we can see it's pulling up from that view.
Taxiing to gate Whiskey 46 using taxiway Whiskey Sierra Sierra Papa Sierra cross runway 04 right Zulu Sierra Zulu Victor Kilo Alpha Juliet Alpha Tango West Bird 808.
Check. Click. Okay, and it's available and idle is okay. So let's put engine mode selector back to normal. Yes, and then we're gonna set the APU bleed off, and we don't need APU for the takeoff, so let's put the APU off. No, let's just leave it that way. Okay, so the next we're gonna do is ground spoilers. Let's set them to arm for the takeoff. Rudder trim 0, hit 0. And flap levers to takeoff position, which is 1. I have the mic in front of me, so I can't lean that much. So let's check out here. Now we can see that flaps are 1. Pitch trim. It's on the green, so it's probably okay.
West Bird 808 hold position.
Beacon status. We don't need any engine or wing anti-ice. Happy masters with APU masters off. Ecam door page. Those are okay and closed. Clear to disconnect. Okay, that was probably after the... We should do it when the tug is on, so it's fine. And now we have to ask for taxi IFR.
Helsinki ground Finnair 112 tree with golf ready to taxi IFR.
Finnair 112 tree taxi to and hold short at runway 04 right using taxiway Alpha Whiskey Alpha Papa Alpha Uniform Alpha Sierra Alpha Victor Zulu Zulu Tango. Contact tower on 118.85 when ready.
Roger, roger. I have these arrows on because I tried to use the tried to do it the real way, and I had the map, but it was all messed up. So let's do it this way, and let's acknowledge the taxi clearance.
04 right using taxiway Alpha Whiskey Alpha Papa Alpha Uniform Alpha Sierra Alpha Victor Zulu Zulu Tango Finnair 112 tree.
Okay. And we'll start. I'm just using my Wingman Extreme for now. I have rudder pedals, but I don't have them set up now, so I have the rudder on this stick. Let's parking brake off. And see. Those parking brake. Let's see what those. I think that brake pressure on that meter should rise, but it doesn't work. But the brakes are checked. And let's put the parking brake back on. Please don't drift. And let's check our flight controls. Pull up, down, left, right. Okay, we can see the ailerons and elevators working, so that's fine. Let's set our auto brakes to max for the takeoff. And we have ATC clearance.
West Bird 808, hold position, caution.
And we shall start a taxi run. Now, do we have our taxi lights on? No. That's one notch down. There.
Position, West Bird 808.
Okay. So, we can start our taxi. Please don't drift. Okay, clear on the left, so... let's give it some throttle. Once you get it moving, it'll keep on moving on the idle also, but on the turns you need some throttle. And if I had an independent throttle control system, I would use only the right engine to make us turn the right way. Please don't. Okay. Now we're in the right way. And we'll be using only tidal power to move this bird around. And I also have the wheel brakes on the trigger, so it's a bit difficult to manage it right. Because if I press too much on the trigger, it'll just lock up and we're just going to stop. It's a bit annoying also. And taxi speed on turn should be around 5 knots. You can see our ground speed on the is it ND or FFD? What is it? I don't know. I'll show you. Here's our ground speed, which indicates around 10 knots now. It's quite fast actually, but
Helsinki ground, West Bird 1108, taxi to the gate.
what the fuck are you doing?
West Bird 110,
Dude,
taxi to gate
really?
846 using taxiway Zulu Golf Zulu Victor Hotel Alpha Victor Alpha Tango.
Let's keep this ATC window open if I miss something, because there's so much
Taxiing to gate Whiskey 46 via taxiway Zulu Golf Zulu Victor Hotel
in-air
Alpha
airplanes that
Victor
I'm
Alpha
probably gonna miss
Tango,
call.
West Bird 1108.
Finnair 112 tree, continue taxi.
When did you say I have to stop taxiing?
Roger, Finnair 112 tree.
That's just what I meant. Probably miss a call. And that's why I'm a noob. And we're cruising pretty fast here, so probably keep it around 10 knots what we're doing. Nearly 20 knots. Way too fast here, but I don't want us stopping here. Oh, should be turning around. Doing something like 5 knots here. Now we're doing it. And I'm also pretty new to the track IR, so I tend to forget that I'm using it, so sometimes I'm still searching for the button to pan around.
Helsinki ground, generic November Oscar Zulu 11900, request taxi to the gate. Generic November Oscar Zulu 1190, taxi to gate whiskey 44 using taxiway whiskey Sierra Sierra Papa Sierra Cross runway 04 right Zulu Sierra Zulu Victor Kilo Alpha Victor Alpha Juliet Alpha Tango.
Try to remember that. Okay, now we start. That's because of the annoying brakes.
Taxiing to gate whiskey 44 using taxiway whiskey Sierra Sierra Papa Sierra Cross runway 04 right Zulu Sierra Zulu Victor Kilo Alpha Victor Alpha Juliet Alpha Tango generic 190.
And I'm also having trouble recalibrating the track IR because the last time I tried this it didn't want to align it to the middle, so I'm just trying to manage with this setting right here, trying to move myself where I want to be. God damn that brake thingy. Just stretching my neck there. And we're moving way too fast. Still on idle thrust.
Generic 190, hold position, caution, the generic on final. Hold position, generic 190.
Lots of traffic here compared to the earlier flight I made today. Okay, so this is our hold short place, so we're gonna just try to line up here without coming to a stop. As you can see, it didn't go as planned. Come on. And we'll just turn as much as we can and stop here. Okay, let's set our parking brake on and do our checklist. Laps 1, brakes on. And we'll do this cabin. Here's the ECAM memo, cabin check. So I have to give the cabin a call.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Set this on. And this one on. Auto. Okay. And let's inform Tower that we're ready to rumble. And let's request
Helsinki Tower Finnair
takeoff
112 ready
clearance.
for departure runway 04 right IFR to Ulu.
Westbird 708 exit runway with Able. Finnair 112 hold short runway 04.
So we're gonna hold short here.
Hold short runway 04 right Finnair 112 tree.
Someone landing there, so when we get our departure clearance, we're probably gonna have to do it pretty quick. There's probably someone on the final.
Westbird 708 exit runway with Able.
What is Westbird doing there? Get out of the runway. But what we can do here is take on the checklist. Yeah.
Helsinki Tower Finnair
Yeah.
427 miles southwest inbound ILS runway 04 right approach.
These are okay.
Finnair 165 for Helsinki Tower. Altimeter 29.0
It's cleared heading. Don't require flight directory is on. Yeah, checked. Yes. Swag code on. Takeoff briefing confirmed. Cabin report.
ILS runway 04 right approach.
Eco memo takeoff. No blue. Before takeoff checklist. We have a clearance to our own navigation. It's fine. Engine mode is normal. TIA RA packs on. Exterior lights are almost set. We're still okay, so we're cleared now.
Cleared for takeoff runway 04 right.
Let's go.
Cleared for takeoff runway 04 right Finnair 112
And we're ready to go.
Going to 121.8 westward.
We're gonna put our takeoff lights on. We're probably gonna do this pretty quickly, cause if there's some traffic coming, we're gonna have to give way to them and try to leave as quick as possible. And we can also put those away. Let's line up on the runway. We're lined up and we're gonna do a rolling takeoff. Slow down a bit. Yeah, almost to stop. And then probably somewhere around 30%. Some pressure on the stick forwards. And then we're gonna hit flex, please. And there we go. Airspeed rising. 80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. We're gonna climb to
1123 contact Hanbury Center on 121.3. Good day.
let's put our autopilot on so we can concentrate on some other stuff. Okay, nice.
Going to 121.3 Finnair Foxtrot India November 66.
On the right detent there. And let's follow our flight path.
Tampere Center Finnair Foxtrot India November 66 is at 2,900 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
And flaps up.
November 66 Tampere Center altimeter 29.50. Continue to the road as planned.
Okay. And how cold is it? We can put the let's put the wing anti-ice and the pitot anti-ice on. And we're climbing as planned. Oh, I forgot to put the chrono on, whatever. Ground spoilers, disarmed. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was nice. I shut down the engine. Thanks for the drifting. This is the shit I do all the time. Steer lights on. Frost levels climb, packs on. Climb thrust set. After takeoff, EFOU bleed is it's off. EFOU off. Engine mode selector normal. TCAS mode on the right one, and we have anti-ice protection on. Monitoring our flight plan there. We're on the MCDU here. Okay, I don't have one. Standard, let's hit this on standard when going to 10,000 because it's the transition altitude, I guess. So.
Thin Air Foxtrot, India November, 66 climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220 Thin Air
220
Foxtrot,
cleared.
66.
Please don't do that drifting. And we're gonna continue our climb. Let's put this a bit darker now. And we're on standard. No. Now we're on standard. Okay, that's okay. And after 10,000 feet we can hit the seatbelt signs off. Now you can go to the toilet and drink some brewskis, whatever you do. I'm having some coffee. Strobe light off. Really? Oh. That's not good. I thought I had it on. And the landing lights can go off now as well. Please. We're at 10,000 feet, so landing lights are off, seatbelt signs are off. Yeah, whatever. Ecam memo. No blue. Don't want to check that one. That's inoperative, so I don't check that one. Let's check the optimal altitude from. I don't have it here, and I don't know why. So we're probably gonna cruise somewhere around 380. And we're done. Okay, so it's pretty cold here. If we wouldn't have any anti-ice on, we would get a warning for the pitot tubes. Probably for the wings also. We don't need any engine anti-ice because we're running on 87% now. Let's put this on. And that's okay.
India November 66 climb and maintain flight level 310.
310. Please don't drift.
Climb and maintain flight level 310 Finnair Foxtrot India November 66.
I love the invisible co-pilot. I'm really waiting for the game to get a multiplayer and a share cockpit option. It'd be so nice. Oh, we're coming out of the clouds now. There's a lot of conversation going about the clouds and the pixelation, and I can also say there's a lot of pixelation still going on in the clouds, and it's a bit boring because the game would be much more immersive if those clouds were okay, but they're not at the moment. There's some ways you can make them look smoother, but I haven't bothered yet, so I'll just keep on using the stock auto default options on them. So we'll just have to manage with that also. So what is it that I like about this game is that it has lots and lots of potential, and I really like this fly-by-wire free mod. It's absolutely beautiful, and they're always developing it more. Make a donation for them. And what is that I don't like this game at this moment? There are a lot of bugs. I don't know if it's my fault or is it the game's fault or who is to blame, but I don't like it how it just sometimes drops the waypoint and suddenly starts to do weird shit, and we're probably gonna see that also on this flight. And also the ATC is totally rubbish. I don't want to use any, as I said earlier, I don't want to use any SIDs or stars because they fuck up all the whole system, so I'll just keep the direct to the airport port going on for now and let the ATC guide us there the way they want. And what is bad about that is that you don't get as much as airport information as you want in the forehand, so you could prepare yourself for landing the right way. And you pretty much have to do everything in a rush. But the last time I tried this, the landing went actually quite nicely, and it didn't want me to do a slam dunk landing or anything like that, but the ATC guided me pretty nicely down from the cruising altitude and stuff. Okay, so we're off the clouds. We can put the wing anti-ice off.
Finnair Foxtrot India November 66 climb and maintain flight level 380.
380.
Climb and maintain flight level 380 Finnair Foxtrot India November 66.
That's our cruising altitude. Now's a good time to take up. Check out from the outside. This is a nice view. It's probably even nicer. I love the fingerprints on the glass. Don't see any UFOs yet. To keep on looking. This is a nice view, but if you do something stupid like this, it's all darkness. And here the clouds actually don't look that bad, but when you zoom on them, you can see that pixelation there, and that's not nice. But the aircraft looks beautiful. This is also a nice view. But please don't look... Okay, this looks nice, but what about the right? Okay, this works also. Love those engines. I don't know if you can see that pixelation in the stream, but there's that jagged edge going right there. Also in here. Weird pixels. People say that there was something done after the update and integration to Xbox. I don't really don't know because I bought a new graphics card and I think I still have the same pixelation pretty much going on. Maybe not that bad. And I think after the newest update, it isn't as bad as it was earlier. Oh, almost dropped my track IR there. And I'm really looking forward to having a VR set sometimes in the future. It would be totally awesome. This is just so relaxing. Hanging in the air. And what I love about the track IR is that you can tilt your head also and really stretch that neck. And what doesn't work is that maybe it's because my it's the receiver, that one on the monitor, but when you look up, that's the limit. Sometimes it doesn't recognize it, so it should probably be a bit higher And also I don't have a monitor that has the adjustment for height, so it's just the way it is right now. You can look straight up, but if you turn it a bit, it doesn't disappear. There's something weird going on it. Sometimes it just loses the track. And sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. Okay, so we're cruising at 38,000 feet, so which is nice. So let's check our cruise checklist. eCam cruise page. Cruise page here. This is the MCD eCam cruise page. Is there one? I don't know. No. Actually, I don't know where's it. Okay, it's probably fine. Flight progress. Flight plan. As planned. As approved. Enter destination data. I don't know it yet. We're pretty accurate on our planned route, so it's okay. Got a radar tilt, okay, it's a cabin temperature. (23, 24, 24). That is nice. I don't have any oxygen mask. Thank God. So, everything's fine. So let's just enjoy the view for a moment. Oh, that god awful sound. So loud. Let's get back here. There's some glitching going on here. I don't know what it's about. Is it about the engine's exhaust thingy? But there's a glitch. So let's change to this one. Which is nice. Still no UFOs. You can see that lighting effect when you look outside on the window. Your eyes adjust on the outside lighting, and when you look down, everything here just gets brighter. That's awesome. And here you can also see some of that pixelization, but it's not that apparent now. I believe in some conditions you can see it really well. Okay, we're somewhere in the middle of our journey now. You can see Oulu airport there, 120 nautical miles. So the ATC is probably gonna tell us to start descending soon. And I think our plan is to, or what I checked out earlier was that runway 12 is in use in Oulu. So we're gonna assume that we're gonna land there. And we'll see about that. So we cannot plan anything yet.
Finn Air Foxtrot India November 66 descend and maintain flight level 250.
There it is. So 250. And we're gonna do an open climb. Please stay put.
Descend and
Open
maintain
descent,
flight level
sorry.
250 Finn Air Foxtrot India November 66.
Throttle idle, as you can see here, and open descent. So we're just heading down. Now you would start feeling those popping sensation in your ears. Or that your ears get locked or something like that. I love how the fly-by-wire descents and these stuff go, because the default A320 on this game would do something like 5,000 feet per minute, which is pretty gnarly, so this is much more realistic. Landing lights, really? Oh, I have the... It's off, but it's not retracted. That probably costs us a few thousand euros there, because it creates drag, as far as I know. Now we're going down pretty fast there. 42,000 feet per minute. No other airplanes in sight. It's all clear. I don't know what this does. This is the main brightness. Is it for the... Oh, yeah. It's probably for the terrain. I had an issue with this earlier, where I thought it was way too bright, so it's probably this. You can adjust the terrain brightness on the ND. Oh, that's just so ugly. Oh, hurts my eyes. I still think DCS looks much nicer. And we're coming to 25,000 feet. Light level 250. And you can hear the engine spooling up a bit as we level off here. And we'll just wait for the next step from the ATC. And we could also check on this one I don't have. So I have to really like there's all of this stuff I really cannot implement in the game. Or I could try the I had to check what is this called again? MCDU. I'm afraid if I put on the arrival data, it goes haywire and starts. Okay. 13,000 feet. Go and
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Fin Air Foxtrot, India, November 66.
We don't need any speed brakes yet. I don't know how to set it. Should probably able to see this somewhere, but I don't know where. Because you can you can manipulate the switch, but I don't know where you can actually see what's the reference. So is it this time? So just keep on going. And as soon as we get in those clouds, we have to put on some anti-ice, probably for the engines too. And the anti-ice is, the probes are pretty much heated electrically, but the engines and the wings, as far as I know, are heated by the bleed air, guided to different places.
Fin Air Foxtrot, India, November 66, contact Slovenia ME Center on 123.85. Good day.
Good day.
123.85 for Fin Air Foxtrot, India, November 66. Rovaniemi Center, Fin Air Foxtrot, India, November 66 is at flight level 205, descending 13,000 feet.
Fin Air Foxtrot, India, November 66, Rovaniemi Center, continue to survive this plan.
Okay. At least the waypoint is still right. Yeah, okay, this worked, but can you see it from here? This doesn't affect the... But actually I don't know, the barrel reference underneath the transition altitude yet. Or did the ATC give me that? Probably not. No. Okay then.
Finn Air Foxtrot, India, November 66, you are 57 miles south. Maintain present heading and altitude.
Oh shit, for DME.
Runway 12 approach by survive transition. Cleared to survive.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect 4 DME runway 12 approach via survive transition. Cleared to survive Finn Air Foxtrot, India, November 66.
Okay, so now we have some arrival information. Please try to stay put. This is annoying as hell. Arrival. Or DME. Or for the and it was I think it's this one. Oh, via. Or is it via? Let's see. I don't know. Let's see what happens if I do this. Because it won't let me put it on the transition. No. Okay, let's see if this goes haywire. What is this? Looks pretty messy there, but just insert it. And let's see what happens. Okay, so now it starts to veer from to the left, though we're still going to Suvi. This is the thing that I was talking about, so we have to do this. Or at least what I did earlier. I don't know what's going on with this now. It just starts doing this weird shit. This is, I don't know. This fucks up the immersion right now. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or... The ATC give me a... Oh, and now the standard altitude. Suddenly this doesn't apply. I don't know what's going on here. 6.3.
Climb and maintain 13,000 feet Finn Air Foxtrot.
This is fucked up.
66.
And now I'm tracking Suvi B, which is nice. Thank you. And let's put terrain on.
Finn Air Foxtrot, India, November 66, descend and maintain 1,700 feet.
1,700 feet. Pretty gnarly there. Okay, will do.
Descend and maintain 1,700 feet Finn Air Foxtrot, India, November 66.
Let's see what this does after I... What? I don't know if this is the right arrival, because the constraints are all about 2,300. Fuck that ATC, I hate it. I totally hate it. Or maybe it's my bad. And now we're coming. I'm gonna put the seatbelt signs on and the landing lights come on as well. And as soon as we hit those clouds, I'm gonna...
Finnair Foxtrot, India, November 66 descend and maintain 2,300.
Yeah, there's the right call. Okay. What's happening? Okay. That's just fucking nice. Okay, so... The game just crashed on me, so... Nice. Very nice. Oh, I'm so frustrated now. Okay, but that was a nice flight. I don't know what happened there, but as you can see, the ATC is all glitched, and also it has some issues with the navigation also. So I don't know what to say. Fuck it. Thanks. Bye.